And also she's kind of the first villain Disney ever had. So it's really that I grew up watching in the old animated movie. And it's not just like professionally enjoying working with them. You know, we treated this film with such honor to the original film, and you know, you need to respect the classic, and essentially this was the movie that really started Disney.
Live-action Snow White remake is now officially one of the biggest box office disasters in Hollywood history, despite the budget, the cast, and all the hype it bombed. But what makes this worse is that insiders are now saying Rachel Zegler's own co-star, Gal Gadot, is quietly holding her responsible. And here's where it starts getting really messy. On March 19, Gal Gadot posted a reel from Disneyland where she was promoting the movie. But what fans noticed wasn't just the cute rides, it was that Gal was radiating exactly what people used to love about Disney: joy, fun, and the magic of childhood. Fans started pointing out that even though Gal and Rachel worked on the same movie, Gal never pushed any of the political or woke talking points Rachel became infamous for. In fact, the only time Gal ever said anything remotely political was when she was sitting beside Rachel during interviews, and it looked like she was forced into it. Take a look at this clip where a reporter asks about the modern feminist angle in Snow White. Rachel completely hijacks the conversation, leaving Gal sitting there awkwardly.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true.
Critics didn't just hate the politics, they called out the acting too. Clips of both actresses performing in the film went viral for all the wrong reasons. One TikTok even showed side-by-side moments of Gal Gadot and Rachel, with fans asking how a billion-dollar company approved this acting at all.
Tell me, are you against me too? Are you? Yes or no?
Insiders say Gal Gadot is genuinely saddened by the movie's flop. According to reports, she feels like the entire cast and crew worked incredibly hard, only for everything to fall apart because of one person's political outbursts. And it's not just emotion. Rumors are swirling that Gal Gadot might even pursue legal action against Rachel, allegedly blaming her for the complete collapse of the project.
Already has a legal team prepared to take action against Zegler after Gal claimed that Zegler's political issues with Gal behind the scenes indirectly caused Gadot to lose multiple movie roles in the industry after studios picked up on the drama and what was going on over at Disney.
Meanwhile, Disney is so nervous about the online backlash, they've quietly delayed putting Snow White on their streaming platform. That's right, despite spending hundreds of millions, they're sitting on the film instead of pushing it on Disney+.
Disney's trying to delay the process of putting this movie on Disney+. They don't really want to put it on there immediately. They don't want it on there as early as May. So they are delaying that process quite significantly because they know once it goes on there, they're probably going to get round 2 of backlash related to this movie for those that were perhaps not willing to go ahead and see it in theaters and wanted to actually check it out on Disney+ instead.
And here's the real number that proves how bad this got. By its 4th weekend, Snow White had been dropped from 1,210 theaters. It launched with around 3,750 theaters and dropped to just 2,540 in a matter of weeks. Gal Gadot herself finally spoke on the flop, saying successful projects need professional co-stars and a competent team, a line fans believe was directly aimed at Rachel.
The way I see it is if you want to have a successful project, then you need to have a very competent team, along with competent and well-behaved co-stars.
She also warned that getting too political can alienate audiences again, a message that's hard not to connect to Rachel's behavior.
You are promoting a film is when you begin to get very political. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see that. When you are an actress, that's your job. We are not politicians. We are here to act.
The tension between Gal Gadot and Rachel Zegler didn't just start on set, it runs much deeper, and it's now becoming one of the most uncomfortable behind-the-scenes rifts in recent Disney history. At the center of it, politics. Gal Gadot is Israeli and served in the IDF. She's been openly pro-Israel in her interviews and online posts, including through platforms like Time and Hey Alma. Meanwhile, Rachel Zegler has been vocal about her support for Palestine, even ending a 2024 post with, "Always remember, Free Palestine." According to multiple reports, Rachel's statement created serious internal problems for Disney. One producer, Mark Platt, allegedly had to meet with her privately because of the controversy it sparked. Things escalated when Gal Gadot began receiving death threats after Rachel's post went viral. The backlash was so serious that Disney had to provide extra security for Gal, which they reportedly paid for out of pocket. But the fallout didn't stop there. Sources say Gal and Rachel barely spoke after the controversy. They didn't attend press events together, and Gal skipped the European premiere while Rachel showed up solo. Even when they did appear together, like at the Oscars, fans noted how stiff and uncomfortable the energy felt. According to insiders quoted by El País, Gal felt Rachel's public criticisms of the movie were unprofessional, and while the two aren't exactly enemies, they are definitely not friends. People magazine flat out confirmed it. Gal Gadot and Rachel Zegler have nothing in common and are not friends anymore. When you consider their political divide, their age gap, and how their public images clashed during Snow White's rollout, it's not surprising this partnership imploded. And unfortunately for Rachel, this political fallout was just one of many reasons people inside Hollywood have started distancing themselves. Behind the scenes of Snow White, Rachel Zegler's behavior allegedly made the work environment miserable for the entire crew. According to insiders, Rachel was called a bully, and some crew members claim she regularly tried to dominate conversations, decisions, and even director calls on set. In behind-the-scenes clips, fans noticed Rachel acting distant and cold toward the production crew. She seemed more focused on controlling how she was perceived than actually collaborating. And when you compare that to Gal Gadot's interactions with fans taking photos, laughing, smiling, it becomes even more obvious that Rachel was disconnected from the people she was supposed to inspire. Sources claim that Rachel's vision of Snow White was all about control. She allegedly pushed for a version of the character that didn't need men, didn't fall in love, and didn't follow any traditional Disney art. One insider said, she wanted Snow White to be the kind of woman who'd watch her own movie alone in an empty theater if no one else came. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. Rachel posted a now viral TikTok from inside a theater playing Snow White alone. There were no other attendees. What really sparked fan outrage was Rachel's attitude toward criticism. When fans questioned the direction of the remake, Rachel lashed out. She mocked people online, shut down fan theories, and labeled any negative feedback as hate.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, I don't need your business. Thanks.
Eventually, she shifted strategies. Knowing the film was about to bomb, Rachel played the victim card. In one emotional clip, she started crying on camera saying people should see her movie because of how hard she worked. But fans saw right through it.
Everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
Now, with Snow White officially a flop, Rachel Zegler's future in Hollywood is crumbling. Studios that were once interested in her are now reportedly stepping back, with some execs calling her a high-risk liability due to her political messaging and unpredictable behavior. And the worst part, this might not be the end of the fallout. By now, it's crystal clear that the Snow White disaster didn't happen in a vacuum. Between political scandals, controlling behavior on set, and disrespect toward fans, Rachel Zegler didn't just sink one movie, she may have permanently damaged her own career. And Gal Gadot? She's now being applauded for keeping her distance, speaking up, and reminding Hollywood what professionalism is supposed to look like. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Rachel Zegler can come back from this? Was Gal Gadot right to subtly call her out? And should Disney stop casting outspoken political actors in roles meant to inspire kids? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll feature the best ones in our next video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.